our experiment. Hello, it's Czech Portal Games, and this is 100 vlogs for 100 days, our experiment. We record a vlog every single day to provide you some value, interesting stories, rants, game design, lessons, etc. And today we are providing you a story. And the story begins in 1992. This is the book called Dune, released in Poland in 1992. It is 3 years after the communism was gone in Poland. For 50 years we had a... What's going on there, sir? Seriously? Thank you. For 50 years we had a communism in Poland, and in 1989 we are finally free. The Russians go home, and we are living in a free country with a free economy. And as you can imagine, poverty everywhere. The country is, after these 50 years of occupation, completely mess. And the huge, big changes in the economy and the society begins. And in these first days of the freedom, first years of the freedom, we finally can read some science fiction books from the American authors that during the occupation, not many of them were published. So going back, 1992, the famous novel Dune is released in Poland. A thick, amazing 600 pages book with this very fancy cover, and it costed 43,000 Polish zloty. Back then, we are living occupation. There is a huge inflation. The economy is a big mess. Prices change every single week, every single month. And books cost a lot, and this one 43,000 Polish zloty. I could not afford this. Like, I would have to spend my pocket money for the whole year to afford to buy a book. And I really wanted this book. I really wanted this famous Dune from Frank Herbert. So I started asking my parents if they can buy me a book. And my family back then, I would not call us a poor family. I would call it we lived a modest life. There was not lots of money, but we were fine. But my parents were not very happy spending 43,000 Polish zloty on a book. So I had so many questions. Ignacy, will you really read this book? Ignacy, did you see how thick this book is? Are you sure this book is very good? Do you really need this book? Maybe you want to have a different book. And I was every single day confirming, yes, I want this book. Yes, I need this book. Please, mom, please, dad, buy me this book. And after days of working on my parents, there was finally this day. I got my Dune. I got my amazing, super expensive book called Dune, and I started reading it, and it delivered. It delivered what it promised. It's one of the best novels of all time, one of the best science fiction novels of all time. I had a blast. Every single Polish zloty spent on this book was right, so I was very happy. And that was 1992. And now, almost exactly 30 years ago, 40 years later, Dune. Today I'm going to movies. I invited my whole company, the whole Portal Games team is going with me to the cinema to watch the movie Dune. And yesterday, the game Dune Whole Secret released in Poland. A few days ago released in Germany, and released in America, and editions in France, Spain, Italy, and all other different editions will follow up in upcoming weeks and months. And I always say, this young dude, Ignacy, begging his parents to have a book, would never. There is no way I could ever think that I will design an official game set in this book, and that I will, with my friends, write a brand new story that goes deeper in one of the events from the book, and that we are basically doing some additional chapter for the book, describing one of the things that are just slightly touched by the Frank Herbert. I would never imagine that my emails back then in 1992, I had no clue what are emails, but I would never believe that my emails will be sent to ancestors of Frank Herbert, to Brian Herbert, to accept the story, to accept what we came up, and we will get the email that says, your story is good, please write it, please release it. So This story today is like the epic, crazy, impossible message that says everything is possible, and you can dream big, you can even have things that you never dreamed of, and life is amazing. And if you work hard, if you have your passion, if you are focused on your goals, you can achieve that. From the teenager who cannot afford the book to release official game set in this book. Thank you for watching. That was my story from my childhood with the amazing ending that is happening today when I'm visiting the cinema and when I'm releasing my game about Dune. And as always, it's time for the tractor. As always, I ask you for the feedback, I ask you for the thumbs up, for the subscribes, for all the things that you can do to help us spread the word about the channel. And as always, I want to ask you for the feedback. Is that the type of the content that you enjoy? We did the rants. I pissed off many Twitch streamers accidentally. We did game designer journals. We did game openings. We did industry lessons. And today I decided I would just do a personal story that is somehow connected with the industry, is somehow connected with the game design, but it's more like a story. Let me know if you like content like that and if you would subscribe to this channel if there is more stories like that. Thank you for watching. Today's episode very short because what we are doing in a few hours, like 3 hours, we are driving to watch Dune. I cannot wait, and most likely next week there will be episode with my opinions about the Dune, the movie. Thank you for watching. Once again, please give a thumbs up if you like this story. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stories like that, and leave me a feedback about what I just said. See you on Monday.